Philip Segal is an attorney, and he has more insight into this case. Just curious if you were surprised by this verdict.
No, I wasn't. When you looked at the Columbia Journalism School report on this botched article, it wasn't just that they cut a couple of corners. It was a major, major failure to do basic journalism. And so in libel law, not only does it have to be false, but you have to be really reckless in your reporting. You have to know it's not true or be so reckless, and that's what's called that's the malice part. Not that you're mean, but you're just so reckless in your reporting that libel can attach, and that's what happened here.
You know, Philip, one of the concerns now is because this article came out as an attempt to get some coverage of an issue that perhaps doesn't get as much coverage in the media, which is the sexual assault of young women, especially on college campuses. What does that mean for journalists looking to do stories like this? What should they keep in mind as they are talking to people who say they've been victimized?
What they need to do is do the job they normally do. So that in this case, for example, that report from Columbia Journalism School pointed out when this victim or alleged victim at that point said uncomplimentary things about certain other people, there was no real attempt to go and ask those people and corroborate. They were asked, the administrators at the school were asked to comment. They were not given what she said about them. They were said, well, we're talking to her now, would you like to comment on the case? So if you just do the basic stuff that you do here, that most good journalists do, you will not be in the position that Rolling Stone was in.
You know, this lawsuit sought $7.5 million. The actual amount, though, will be decided by a jury. I'm just curious, I mean, is there a formula that juries, use to decide how much is going to be awarded?
Well, sometimes there's evidence that's presented as to what the economic loss was for this person. And in this case, under Virginia law, and I believe they're applying Virginia law here in the federal court, you can go for punitive damages. So in that case, really, it could be much higher than what's being sought, because it's not just the loss of the person who was defamed, in this case, the administrator, but it would be a signal to make sure that other reporters don't do the kind of thing that this reporter did.
Setting a precedent.